10 things wealthy people do to keep getting richer. Regardless of how much cash you procure, you'll generally be poor assuming that you spend more than you make. In a universe of normal individuals and normal pay rates, a large number of us seek to join the 7-figure club. Who doesn't fantasy about becoming affluent, so they can quit working, go on faultless shopping binges and take vast getaways? Notwithstanding, most rich individuals don't do those things, and that is essential for how they create and keep up with their financial well-being. There's a distinction between carrying on with an existence of thoughtless spending, which will rapidly deplete even a well-off individual's ledger, and living for long-haul monetary autonomy and abundance. The independent rich aren't really more intelligent than any other individual, however they have dominated a few significant rules that help them excel and remain ahead. Generally significant, they treat creating financial momentum as a learnable expertise. And it's one that you can learn, as well. In this way, assuming you might want to join the positions of the very rich, take a stab at sharpening these 10 propensities and way of life changes and see what independence from the rat race genuinely feels like. 1. Have a monetary development mentality. Affluent individuals are extraordinarily innovative with regards to contemplating business and tracking down various approaches to bringing in cash. Uber-fruitful individuals put themselves aside since they sustain a monetary development attitude, which changes how you view cash and assists you with zeroing in on seeing beneficial open doors. This mentality assists fruitful and rich individuals with accepting that there are generally far superior tasks to chip away at. And there's generally more cash to be made. They're available to investigating groundbreaking thoughts. They accept they're generally equipped for making changes and making a positive result. Related. How to create a growth mindset as an entrepreneur. 2. Network with other fruitful individuals. Rich individuals comprehend the significance of encircle themselves with other effective individuals. Rich individuals invest energy organizing with other people who are affluent yet in addition have drive, ability and, generally significant, the possibility to end up finding success. The rich invest energy consistently getting to know other similar individuals at meetings, occasions and get-togethers, or simply snatching espresso or a beverage with somebody intriguing. This is time carefully contributed, as it keeps their brains zeroed in on progress and assists them with meeting new individuals who have new and provocative thoughts. Doing this likewise assists affluent individuals fill their contact records with applicable and compelling individuals who might possibly help them, as well as the other way around. 3. Get outside your usual range of familiarity. Rich individuals are fruitful on the grounds that they have discovered that achievement arrives at the people who embrace a little inconvenience. They comprehend that the best way to truly improve is to propel yourself past your cutoff points. To become affluent, you will have to fuel your imaginative flash, think of novel business thoughts and afterward go all in. Riches and achievement don't rise up out of the security of irregular work. They come from drawing on your internal strength and going for your enormous dream. All effective business pioneers, visionaries and huge advantages have gone past their usual ranges of familiarity to make a definitive progress. Individuals who will stand out forever dared to overcome their apprehensions and venture out into the unexplored world. Related. Why you need to step out of your comfort zone. 4. Make various pay streams. The more cash you have, the simpler it is to get more cash flow. Furthermore, the most straightforward and quickest method for getting more cash is to have various revenue sources. That way you generally have cash coming in and can utilize the abundance pay to put resources into new pay streams. This, more or less, is the essential way the well-off stay rich. There are 2 fundamental types of pay: dynamic pay, in which you work for the cash you make, and recurring, automated revenue, in which installment isn't straightforwardly attached to the quantity of hours you work. Recurring, automated revenue incorporates investment property, profit stocks, record reserves, composing a book or making an application, all of which will acquire a consistent progression of pay from deals or sovereignties. 5. Invest. Rich individuals bring in their cash work for them. They realize that contributing is the way to developing their funds. While keeping cash for later is significant, your ventures will do the truly difficult work to assist you with becoming affluent. Setting aside implies placing cash into a protected spot until you need to recover it. However, most investment accounts don't yield exorbitant premium, so this heap of cash essentially remains static. It won't develop much past what you add. Yet, savvy speculations will give you sound returns, which you can then reinvest. Whenever you put resources into something, you additionally acknowledge some measure of hazard, so you never need to contribute beyond what you can stand to lose. 6. Go ahead with well-balanced plans of action. The wealthy don't bet on enormous monetary choices, they give their very best for alleviate risk. They do their exploration and investigation, and figure out which choices best suit their monetary necessities and business wants. They gauge the upsides and downsides, and afterward proceed with reasonable courses of action. They settle on monetary choices by asking themselves, will this carry me nearer to my objective? They stay away from negligible dangers that aren't exactly going to help them, and never take an arrogant disposition with regards to cash. Related. Entrepreneurship is a game of calculated risk. 7. Zero in on personal development. Rich individuals are typically energetic perusers, however you won't track down numerous thoughtless oceanside books in their shelves. The well-off figure out the significance of self-schooling and driving themselves to turn out to be better in all ways. Truth be told, assuming you take a gander at the books heaped by their beds, you'll generally track down titles on personal development. While 85% of rich individuals read at least 2 personal growth books each month, just 11% read for amusement, contrasted with 79% of poor people. What's more, an incredible 94% of well-off individuals read news distributions, contrasted with 11% of non-rich individuals. 8. Never totally resign. The super-rich surely have sufficient cash to never work one more day in their life, yet most of them continue to work, basically somewhat, frequently beyond 70. That doesn't mean they're timing long days at the workplace. For sure, they're most likely taking their reasonable portion of excursions and getting a charge out of adaptable timetables. Be that as it may, numerous rich individuals never totally resign. This isn't on the grounds that they can't stand to, but since they appreciate what they do. Many are business people on the most fundamental level, and the longing to run and grow a business never leaves them. The steadiness of working and the feeling of direction and satisfaction it gives them is a significant piece of their general bliss. Working provides them with a continuous sensation of accomplishment and a goal to keep them centered. Also that it keeps the cash coming in. Related. 6 hard center steps to take to retire at 50. 9. Abstain from overspending. While non-well-off individuals dream about burning through cash without stress, purchasing extravagant vehicles, large houses and costly garments, the rich comprehend that the more cash you spend, the less you have. The rich wouldn't remain affluent long assuming that they spent unnecessarily. Regardless of how much cash you procure, you'll generally be poor on the off chance that you spend more than you make. The rich perceive that the less you spend, the more cash you need to develop your abundance. Remember that moderation is comparative with your pay. An affluent individual might spend substantially more than somebody who is viewed as working class. Yet, in relative terms, the rich will more often than not be frugal, and they ensure they don't overspend. 10. Carve out opportunity to reflect. A considerable lot of the independent well-off invest energy in centered thinking consistently. Burning through 30 minutes, or more, in a peaceful space gives them an opportunity to ponder their life and objectives, to contemplate their well-being and connections, think about their vocation and monetary objectives, and investigate where they're as of now and where they need to be. Decisive reasoning time is fundamental to remaining in front of the market and taking into account what changes might be coming your direction. This is additionally time to zero in on personal development and managing thoughts. Some might select journaling or writing to assist them with concocting effective fixes and thoughts. Simply ensure you're investing your energy in useful reasoning. Try not to squander your psychological energy on ruminations or negative idea circles that will make you rethink yourself. The well-off don't.